In this video, I'm going to show you the next step in making our texture artwork. You are going to be working on starting your final texture artwork. On this artwork, you're going to have actual texture you can actually feel, and then we're going to extend that actual texture into implied texture we cannot feel, but we can see. So to start this, we're going to start by making the piece of metal. Before we do that, you are going to brainstorm in your sketchbook. I'm going to use this white paper because I don't have a sketchbook. The brainstorm is important because eventually we're going to be making texture on this piece of metal, and you're only going to get one of these. I'm not going to give you more than one, so it's important that you have an idea of what you want to do before you get your piece of metal. So to start, I have this little tracer here, same size of this, and then we're going to trace this 2 times. Put it all the way to the top of your paper, hold it tight, and go around. It does not have to be a perfect square, just get it on there. And we're going to do 2 of these. We're going to have 2 ideas, and then we're going to pick the best or our favorite idea from there. So I should have 2 squares on my one piece of paper ready to start drawing my ideas. You need to divide your square into 4 or 5 sections to add your implied and actual texture to. So you can do it simply by drawing straight lines. You can do wavy lines, or you can get a little more creative and add shapes into your design here. So you could use a triangle, you can put a circle in there. As you can see in this one, I've used both a circle and a square here. So I'm going to maybe add a triangle to this one. So that's 1 section and 2, so I need to divide this up a little more. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a good number, 4 or 5. Then when you have this or this, either one, whichever one you want to go with, or try both and see which one you like more, you're going to get our pattern idea sheets, and you're going to start thinking and brainstorming which patterns do you like the most, which ones do you want to try, and go for it. So I'm going to go ahead and just start drawing. When you are doing your sketch, you need to make sure that you are drawing purposefully. You're not scribbling, you're not rushing through it. You are putting your lines on there nice and neatly, because when you get to the metal, it's very important that you're doing best quality. And if it's not on your sketch, I don't know if you're ready for the final one. So I'm going to go ahead and pick some textures out. Maybe I'll just go ahead and do some lines. So there's one texture. Now I'm going to fill in this one. I'm going to do some circles. But when I'm doing this, make sure that you're not going too fast and creating messy circles. This is not acceptable. Make sure that there's space in between your texture, and you're doing a nice job drawing. Now, When you're looking at textures like this or this, there's areas that have been colored in. So these little triangle shapes here are colored in. When you get to the actual metal, it's really difficult to color in the metal. So if you're going to do something like this or this, then I would just outline or just do the shape. So if I'm going to do So normally I would have colored these in. I'm just going to leave them just like that. And, oh, I think I'm going to do a different texture down here. Let's do maybe some like X's. Alright, so I have one idea. I'm going to have to fill out this idea as well, and then pick between the two. Which one is better? Go ahead and pause the video and go draw your sketches. So I'm coming here now. I have my two ideas, and I really think I like this one better. So when I have done with this, I can go ahead and get my piece of metal, and you're going to need a piece of foam. It's black. You're going to put your metal on your foam. This is what's going to help you create your actual texture. You're going to press into the metal, and the foam will allow that metal to go into it so you can create that actual texture. So I'm going to very carefully start transferring my idea to my piece of metal. So I'm going to start with the triangle. You cannot erase your idea or the metal. So whatever you draw on the metal is what's going to be there. So even if you make a mistake, you have to make it work. And you have to just adapt and change it as you go. You don't have to press super hard, at least to begin. I'm going to go kind of slow. Taking my time to get my lines on there nice and neatly. Going all the way to the edge. Notice how these lines go all the way, touching the edge of the metal. Now I'm going to start this pattern here. When you are done drawing and impressing your texture onto your piece of metal, all done, you need to decide which side you like better. So each side is going to look slightly different, the side you pressed into compared to the other side. Pick which side you like better. I've decided I like this side, so I've taken a Sharpie and I've wrote my name on this side. Okay, so now you need to start your two sketches using your pattern ideas for your texture. When you have your ideas, you can start your piece of metal, and when you're done with your metal, make sure your name gets on it. Thanks for watching.